My argument in this video is that Rust's alpha state, the constant state of the game changing, is a lot of what makes the game fun, and a lot of what keeps many veteran players like myself playing. To make my point clear, I'm not only arguing that the game is stronger when the devs continue to make improvements. That would be a fairly obvious point. If parts of the game are incomplete or broken, then of course they should be fixed. What I'm arguing is that constant change in and of itself is what's keeping the game fresh and fun to play. In fact, I think change is good for Rust, even when some of the changes are neutral in that they don't make the game better, and even sometimes when the changes are worse than the old game mechanics. I've been playing Rust for about 2 years and I have 2,000 hours. I mention that only to make it clear what my perspective is. I'm a player that keeps coming back for more. For me, reading the weekly dev blogs to see what is new or different about Rust has become one of my favorite parts of the Rust experience. Over the past couple years, I have given Rust several fairly long breaks, and part of what keeps bringing me back are the major changes. New weapons, new monuments, changes in the crafting systems, changes in the building systems. For example, when the old XP system first came out, which I think most people now agree is awful, I was on one of those long breaks, but I just had to get back in to try it out. Right now, I was not really planning on playing Rust much over the holidays this winter, but the recent changes in the building system, with the TC changes, upkeep, and the half-height walls, have encouraged me to think extensively about Rust base designs again. I had not been thinking much about Rust base design in the past half year because I had already developed the perfect base design for my playstyle. But now, that base no longer works perfectly with building 3.0. Which is frustrating, but it also offers an exciting new challenge to make something better. As new guns have been added over the past 2 years, as guns have been balanced in terms of cost, damage, range, aim cone, I found myself using different weapons. For example, there was a while where nobody ever used a semi-rifle, and then suddenly it was useful, and players realized they needed to learn how to use it, which provided a fresh new challenge. Change forces players to adapt, play differently, and that's fun. Ultimately, my question is this. As the devs begin seriously approaching leaving the alpha game state, are we so sure that we want that? Do we really want a future for us with no weekly dev blogs? How long before Rust gets stale when it's just the same thing every week? As long as Facepunch keeps making sales, maybe they should put off full release for as long as they can, because sales may start to dwindle after alpha.